Morning, folks. This is I'll Offer, the richest Israeli you've never heard of. He's touted as being the richest Israeli billionaire currently, even though he's based in Monaco and was born to an Israeli father, even though he was born in 1950. So his father was brand new Israeli. So I'll Offer is a Monaco-based Israeli billionaire, real estate and shipping magnate and a philanthropist. He is the chairman of Offer Global, Zodiac Group and Global Holdings. And Zodiac Maritime is an international ship management company. Zodiac is also a large ship owner and charters out these vessels. It is managed by I'll Offer, based in Monaco, and the chairman is I'll Offer. Zodiac was involved in the MSC Napoli, the container ship that ran into difficulty in the English Channel. In late 2009 and early 2010, two of its ships, St. James Park and Asian Glory, were captured by Somali pirates. I'm not saying that's an insurance job, would I dare? So, 15 Central Park West. Now, he's been involved with this building, which is built or designed, by Robert A.M. Stern Architects. So I thought I'll look at Robert Stern Architects, and I'm thinking, there's Robert Stern. And I thought, Brooklyn, oh, he's a dean at Yale, so I'm thinking, anyway, there it is. Parents, Sonia Cohen, so he's a Cohen. Born in Brooklyn, New York, 1939, Stern spent his years with his parents in Manhattan. After 1940, they moved to Brooklyn, where Stern grew up. Stern received a bachelor's degree from Columbia University in 1960 and a master's degree in architecture from Yale University. In 1965, Stern was cited the historian Vincent Sully and the architect Philip Johnson as early mentors and influencers. I mean, these guys just basically build boxes. How much schooling do you need to design a box? It's ridiculous. So the building was constructed and developed by Arthur William Lee Zeckendorf Development, grandsons of real estate developer William Zeckendorf, in partnership with Goldman Sachs and I'll Offer Global Holdings, Inc. So 15 Central Park is considered by some to be one of New York's most prestigious residential addresses. The location, described as the most expensive site in Manhattan, purchased for $401 million in 2004. That's $530 million in current dollar terms, apparently. Comprises an entire, albeit small, city block on Central Park West, formerly occupied by somewhat dilapidated Mayflower Hotel, a neo-Renaissance building built by architect Emery Roth. Emery Roth was an American architect of Jewish descent. Oh, how they suffer. So, as designed, 15 Central Park West is divided into two sections. A 19-story tower on Central Park West, known as the House, joined by glass-enclosed lobby. A 35-story tower on Broadway. It includes such amenities as a private driveway to screen residents from paparazzi, a cinema with 20 seats and a 14,000 square foot fitness centre with a 75-foot swimming pool. So yeah, you can read about 15 Central Park West at your leisure. Zodiac Maritime, not involved in any insurance scandals. Israeli briefs, Forbes names 21 Israeli billionaires, Jewish, Arab women and Israeli in Israel, marrying at older ages first, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I haven't read that, but let's go back to Isle Offer, which I have read. So, he graduated from Atlantic College, an international boarding school affiliated with the United World Colleges based at St Donat's Castle in Wales, which actually looks really beautiful. And there's no way I would think that a billionaire Jew, actually his father was like the richest Jew in Israel as well, but we'll get to that. So that's the school, St Donat's Castle. So in his teenage years he spent summers working on the family company's ships, loading cargo, scraping the boat sides and repainting them, as well as travelling to the international ports. So you're telling me that the Sammy Offer, this is his dad, was an Israeli shipping magnate and philanthropist. He was one of the wealthiest men in Israel. That's his parent, his father. So you're telling me that he was scraping the boat sides and repainting them? Come on. He served as an intelligence officer in the Israeli Air Force from 1967 to 73. Then he studied law in London. So he gets about this cat, doesn't he? New York, Monaco, London, Wales. Offer's business interests are concentrated in shipping, cruise lines and global real estate with the Offer Global Group, a Monaco-based private company focused on shipping, real estate, oil and gas, banking and investments in Europe, North America and Near East and Asia. According to Forbes, Offer has a net worth of 9.5 billion as of March 2016. Well, I dispute whether any actual Jew owns any actual money or whether it's all in a pot and they're just allocated a number as per the Book of Numbers in the Old Testament. In 2014 he received an honorary lifetime membership of the Baltic Exchange. If you're unfamiliar with the Baltic Exchange, it's similar to the London Stock Exchange, but it deals in maritime. I think it's based in Denmark. It's like one of those things that you're not really supposed to know about because, it's not supposed to affect your daily life, so you just get your head down and keep slaving away while these big money men, these Israeli billionaires, shape your existence. Oh yeah, Baltic Exchange in London. I thought it was like where the Baltic Sea is. The Baltic Exchange is a membership organisation for the maritime industry and freight market information provider for the trading and settlement of physical derivative contracts. It was located at St Mary Axe, London, until the building was destroyed by a bomb in 1992. So it seems someone had a reason to bomb the Baltic Exchange. but don't let me dissuade you from looking further, especially at Israeli contributions. So so he was given an honorary lifetime membership of the Baltic Exchange in London in recognition of his contribution to shipping in the UK and global maritime trade. Other recipients of the award have included the Duke of Edinburgh, Winston Churchill and Maersk. Oh my goodness. Arnold Maersk McKinney Müller, a Danish shipping magnate. He was long-time figure at A.P. Müller Maersk Group, which was founded by his father. And Maersk, funny enough, do have a Maersk Tel Aviv. I'd never even got that. Your promises delivered. Shipping to Israel, import and export, Maersk. Shipping to Israel with a head office in Tel Aviv. and a weekly service from Israel to the world's key markets, we are well placed to propel your business towards greater growth. Maersk.com. So that's another eye opener. Maersk got run. Do you need to see the Columbia Express? Let's see, where's the search here? Let's see. Columbia Express. Watch this. This is hilarious. $126 results. There's the Columbia Express there. Because there's basically shipping all the cocaine. So it goes from Columbia to Portsmouth to Antwerp to Hamburg to Rotterdam. You know, would you like to transport your cocaine? Visit Maersk. We can ship all of it. In fact, you better what's it called? You better use Maersk if you want to be shipping the cocaine, or you'll be getting your door booted in. This is how these people work. So back to, where's it? Forbes one. Forbes ranking of world's billionaires lists 21 Israelis. The wealthiest person is Amazon Jeff Bezos. Something like every $1 in $4 has to go through Amazon now, apparently. And Bezos means kiss in Spanish, I think. Bezos. Well, close anyway. Probably like the Yiddish version. Or what is it? The Ladido, is it? Ladido, the Jewish Spanish. They have like Ladino, I think it's called. So it's probably Bezos. Behind Abramovich is shipping and cruise line magnate Isle Offer. Isle Offer, isn't Isle Offer like when you ask someone to marry you, you know, that's an offer to walk down the aisle, an Isle Offer. Or when you say like, I'll offer this or I'll offer that, it's like an auction bid. You know, fancy being named after an auction bid. Followed by industrialist and investor, here we go, Steph Werheimer, at 303rd place with 5.7 billion, and investor philanthropist Shari Arison at 355th place, and with 5 billion, making her Israel's wealthiest woman. Shipping, drilling and mining magnate Idan Offer. Now, Idan Offer is said to be Israel's richest man, but that must be the brother. So that's him there. So he is London-based Israeli business. Oh, London-based now Israeli. So Israel, if you're in London and it's Israel, okay. Magnate and philanthropist with interests in shipping, drilling and mining. He is the founder of Tanker Pacific and the principal of the Quantum Pacific Group, a holding company. He is the majority shareholder of Pacific Drilling, listed at the New York Stock Exchange, and the Israel Corporation, listed at the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, as well as Kenan Holdings, listed on both stock exchanges. He made the largest donation to a British business school ever in 2013. Let's have a look at Israel Corporation. It was founded in '68 by the government of the State of Israel, and Idan Offer owns it. 50% of its manufacturing, or has interests in it rather, 50% of its manufacturing activities and 70% of its consolidated revenues derive from global operations. Its core holdings are fertilizers, and specialty chemicals, energy, shipping and transportation. Israel Corp is a constituent of the TA, I guess that's Tel Aviv, 25 index of leading shares of the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange. Two of its major holdings, Israel Chemicals and Oil Refineries Limited, are also constituents of the TA25. Shall we have a look at the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange? So, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, colloquially known as the Bursa, or in Hebrew, I don't even know Hebrew, so I know they read it backwards. And I think they don't use vowels unless... I think there's certain rules about how they use vowels, but generally all Jews are taught to read without vowels so that they can understand when a vowel's used. You know, they can fill in the gaps and then they understand. So it's very good way to understand coding. You know, when you're trying to pass messages, a Jew will understand not to use vowels. Even if it contains vowels, they'll look at it without having vowels. So it's the only public stock exchange in Israel. Legally, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, legally, come on. The exchange is regulated by the Securities Law of 1968 and is under the direct supervision of the Israeli Securities Authority, the ISA. TASA, so the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, plays a major role in the Israeli economy, and TASE lists some 544 companies, 56 of which are also listed on stock exchanges in other countries, so they'll be the highfalutin ones, won't they? TASE also lists some 180 exchange-traded funds. Definitely looking at that, but let's have a look at the Israeli economy, because that's always fun. The economy of Israel is advanced by global standards, and yeah, as the video showed the other day from the IRS tax treaty with Israel, the US tax treaty with Israel, Israel is named as a developing country, which is basically a third world country. So this is just Wikipedia, so, you know, I don't know how it says that text is under license. I guess that means the font and not so much the content, but I know that when it was public, what was it, open source Wikipedia, you could add facts if you were backed up by sources, but you can't do that now, obviously, you know. You can't prove negatives. The economy of Israel is advanced by global standards. The economy of Israel is advanced by global standards. And for some reason, advanced is highlighted. Let's just have a quick look there. Why is advanced? Oh, developed country, World Bank, high income economy, advanced economies. So I think the IRS may need to update the records. I think I'll phone them in a minute. So Eli Cohen is the Minister of Jews. I don't know if he is. I think it's been a past one. Yeah, government 34. What are they on now? 38, is it? So, it ranks within the top 20 nations in the world on the latest report of the UN's Human Development Index. I'm going to phone the US Embassy right now and speak to an IRS agent. Tell them about this update that needs doing. Ciao for now.